So as we know, Luis Serra had a pretty prominent role in Resident Evil 4, but sadly just didn't get the screen time that was deserved. With that said, if Capcom were to give Luis a lot more screen time, go in more depth, and give more backstory, Capcom could turn him into a pretty solid character. Luckily, about a month ago we did receive a Resident Evil 4 Remake leak stating that Luis would have more plot relevance and he will get a full character rework, similar to Carlos in the Resident Evil 3 Remake. Now this leak definitely gives me hopes for Luis's character, so with that said, in this video I want to talk about some ways Capcom could possibly expand the role of Luis Serra. Now before we start, if you are new here and end up enjoying the video, then make sure to subscribe for more Resident Evil content like this. Now with that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Now the first thing I want to talk about is Luis's death. Serra was killed by Sadler at the end of the first half, so with that said, there was no opportunity for Luis to play a role in the second half. So what if Capcom doesn't kill off Luis in the Resident Evil 4 Remake? Many leaks do suggest that the remake will not be a copy and paste of the original, and among these leaks there have been some pretty impactful changes to the game, going as far as saying that Claire Redfield will make an appearance. So if there is going to be major changes from the original, then why not make it to where Luis never gets killed? Now if this leak is true about Luis playing a bigger role in the remake, then he can't just be killed off so early, so they rather need to keep him alive for the entirety of the game or have him murdered later in the game, maybe during the island section. Doing this would open up so many more opportunities for Luis to aid Leon and Ashley. I really find this concept of Luis never being killed to be quite interesting, as it could definitely lead to many changes in the second half of the game, so make sure to let me know your thoughts on this. I would definitely love to hear what you guys think about this. Now the next thing I want to talk about is Luis teaming up with Leon more. That cabin fight was so cool with Luis Serra fighting alongside you, so with that being said, I would love to see something similar added in the castle, where Leon, Ashley, and Luis get cornered in an area and they have to fend off a bunch of enemies. And aside from this, it would be cool if they were to tag team in a few select chapters, maybe something similar to what we saw with Chris and Sheva in Resident Evil 5. Now I don't think they should overdo this teaming up between the two, but I would definitely like to see it in a few chapters. Also, maybe in the chapter where you play as Ashley, Luis could find her and save her from enemies. He could aid Ashley throughout the entire chapter and guide her back to Leon. Now the next thing I want to talk about is extra game modes. Luis Serra needs his own campaign. Literally everyone has been asking for it for obvious reasons. They gave Ada her own campaign, so why can't they give Luis his own also? This would really help by going into the backstory of Luis. For those who don't know Luis's story, he used to live in the village with his grandfather, but left to go study in college. When he returned back to the village, it was too late. Everyone had already turned. Sadler eventually found Luis and had him research the Plaga parasite on the island. From here he escaped the island but was later caught by Chief Mendez, which led him to meeting Leon in the main scenario of the game. Now, his campaign could start on the island, telling the story of him working for Sadler and lead to his escape from Sadler by fleeing the island. It would also play out the main story in Luis's perspective, from meeting Leon in the beginning and ultimately leading to Luis's harsh fate, being killed by Sadler. He also needs to be in Mercenaries. I honestly don't understand why he wasn't added in Mercenaries in the original game. Him being added would help players better connect with Luis and develop more of a liking to him. And there you have it. These are just a few ways Capcom could possibly expand Luis's role in the Resident Evil 4 Remake. Thanks for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace.